Hi, I'm Andre Tippett, Pro Football Hall of Fame linebacker from the New England Patriots. We are facing the biggest public health initiative of our generation. Now more than ever, we need to educate all communities. The following message is jointly supported by the New England Patriots, Boston Medical Center, and Mass General Brigham.
I think, like many of us over the last 12 months, I've had a lot of questions. What exactly is going on? What is COVID? Is what they're saying happening really happening? And I think many of us have had these questions, and certainly one thing that I've looked at is how this has affected people of color. And that also leads to another series of questions. As a black man, you wonder about, how is this gonna affect my family on a personal level? When I first heard that a vaccine was coming out, I thought to myself, there's no way I'm taking this vaccine. It's been rushed. How is it out so quickly? Explain the science to me. I didn't understand.
So why am I doing this video? I think that's the question I would say if I watched this video. Why is Devin McCourty saying and participating in this video? It's because I'm probably like a bunch of you guys. When the vaccine was first, enrolled or first spoken about, I said, no way. No shot I'm getting a vaccine. Keep it as far away as possible from me. But I've been very fortunate to sit on 3 or 4 Zoom calls with 3 or 4 different doctors. And one of the biggest impacts for me was I got to see a doctor that looked like me roll out and tell me what this vaccine meant. He got to tell me the history of vaccines. He told me he understood the mistrust in the communities because he grew up with that same mistrust.
How did they release these vaccines so quickly? Can we trust them?
Absolutely. So this is a question I actually had myself when I first heard of the vaccines being available to the public. And one of the things that we have to remember is over the past century, for the past 100 years, science and medicine have evolved and technology have evolved so much that would allow scientists to be able to jump on this problem so quickly.
What are the side effects of the vaccine?
The first is that you'll probably have a local reaction where you get the injection. And that's normal. Whenever something goes into our body, the cells that are in the area go, hey, something happened. We need to go over there and make sure it's not dangerous and wall it off. And so that's that soreness that people feel.
But then there's systemic effects that may actually some patients experience. However, that is your immune system responding to that.
Which is the best vaccine?
The best vaccine is what's been offered to you. What's amazing with these vaccines is that they all been proven to prevent severe disease and death, every single one of them. So no matter which one is offered to you, you're highly recommended and well advised to get whatever is offered to you.
Do people need to be vaccinated if they already had COVID?
If you have had COVID before, but we know that the vaccine trials have shown us that the body's immune response is prolonged after vaccination. And so it's important for us to get as much protection as we can for as long as possible.
Are we looking at a total recall situation? Will the vaccine deliver a microchip into my body?
That's another great question, and the answer is absolutely not. There is oversight over what is put inside the vials of vaccine that go out to the public. So those are checked and double-checked.
What if I want kids in the future? Will the vaccine make me infertile?
COVID is not a condom. COVID vaccine is not a condom. It will not prevent you from having children. And so I would say that the vaccine in no way will create a cause or create infertility.
Our communities have been devastated by the effects. We've been ravaged by the effects of COVID. Black and brown people are dying at a rate 2 times what would be expected based on our population.
What I find troubling is that we're not embracing that as much as we should, even though we're the most impacted by this virus. And so I really want us to step up and get the vaccine as much as possible because we're having the most unfortunate outcomes. Again, before the virus happened, we were the most disenfranchised by healthcare, arguably. And so this is a way for us to really take some of that power back and change the narrative around being disenfranchised around healthcare to now being more empowered by healthcare, which I think is exceptionally important in this day and age. And the vaccine is the key way to do that.
We're very proud to say that this process was different. It was recognized early as one of the goals to include our citizens of color in the vaccine evaluation process. And I would say that we were successful, very successful, much more so than in the past of accomplishing this goal.
To my brothers and sisters in the Black and brown communities and communities of color everywhere, COVID-19 has impacted us in many ways. And I think as we search to get back on solid ground, it's important that we arm ourselves with the proper education as far as what does it look like for me to approach this and do what's best for my health. Without education, it's impossible to make that decision. So it's our hope that this video gives you a resource, a tool to educate yourself so that you can make the best decision for you and your family.
As a Black man in today's society, I was fortunate to hear Dr. Hamilton speak to a group of people. And the one thing that stood out for me is he said getting a vaccine is a personal decision. But I was able to think about that personal decision because I was equipped with all the information. I was educated. So I'm urging everyone, please educate yourselves. Find out if this vaccine is for you. And if it is, jump in fearless. Go and do this.
Get vaccinated. I did.
Today,
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 we all can make a difference.